I'm doing something a little bit different today. Something that I've been wanting to try for a while, which is teaching you guys how to freestyle rap live on stream. By the way, let me make sure I'm actually live on stream. Are we live? We are live. So, for the next about an hour, I would love to kind of go through what a practice routine looks like for me, because I've been freestyle rapping for about actually over 10 years at this point, and I'm super comfortable freestyle rapping. That's kind of the position that I want to help other people get to, is where you're just really comfortable hopping into a freestyle cypher and going off the top, totally improvising your bars. And so I felt like, why don't I ever do it live? You know, why don't I just do a live stream? Because what better way to show how to learn going off the top than to literally actually be going off the top, right? This is unscripted, this is live. We're gonna do the rhyme game and a lot of different practice exercises together, so you guys can kind of see what it's like. I mean, sometimes I make mistakes, sometimes I fuck up. Obviously, when I post a video where I edit it, I edit out all the mistakes and I just post the one good example that works. But, you know, hopefully this will give you guys a better idea. So a little bit about that. I've been freestyle rapping for over 10 years now. But for the longest time, like maybe the first 9 years of freestyling, it was totally casual, just something that I kind of would do on the side, like with friends. If we had the chance, just goofing around, hanging out, I would kick a freestyle. But I was always only able to go a little ways before I would completely like fall on my face or lose control or not know what to say next. And I feel like that's probably the position a lot of people are in, especially if you're a total beginner to freestyle rap. You probably are in like an even earlier position where you just don't know how to even get started on a beat. So let's go over some freestyle rap practice. I threw a fast violin beat in the Discord. You can use it for the stream. Oh, that would be sick. Yeah, let me take some beats later, towards the second half of the stream, when we really get into spitting. For sure, I'm down. So for those of you guys who are not familiar, I hope you're familiar, but there's an app that I developed with some people in the Freestyle Forum called the Rhyme Game. It's available for free. You can go get it on the App Store. That's also how you can help me out if you want to like support my channel and everything. The Rhyme Game, there's like a subscription to unlock more beats. That's how you can support me. Much love if you do. But the reason I made the Rhyme Game, and kind of like I'll be talking about it a lot today, obviously, is because this is how I got good at rapping. Like, this is how I learned how to freestyle rap. At this point, I could freestyle rap for like 2 hours straight, and I'm like only gonna make a couple mistakes, and when I make a mistake, I can instantly recover and hop back on the beat. I got no problems. I can stay on topic the whole time. I'm totally comfortable freestyle rapping on whatever beat about whatever topic, and the Rhyme Game is how I did it. Obviously, I didn't have the Rhyme Game. I had like a much more rudimentary version that I was kind of like piecemealing together on my computer. But I turned it all into an app because I'm like, other people should have access to this. This is kind of like the best tool to get started freestyle rapping. And, and I just closed it. And by the way, the Rhyme Game is not just for beginners. I know I always say like, oh, beginners should use the Rhyme Game to learn. But the Rhyme Game, I still use the Rhyme Game. Like, I still practice with it. I'll show you how I practice. So this is still how I do it. So let me just show you guys like the very most basicest version of the Rhyme Game. And then we'll hop into kind of a practice routine where I can show y'all how I really practiced over the last 3 years to go from completely clueless at freestyle rap to like completely confident at freestyle rap. So here's the most basicest version of the Rhyme Game. You could see that I'm provided the rhymes. Cat, hat, and my job is just to say these words: teach, reach, when they show up in the rhyme, foil, oil, and I can start improvising and freestyling in the gray area. Yo, I spit the news and I'm making a press. And every time I'm on the rhymes, you know I'm causing a mess. These other rappers try, but they ain't got the tools. I get on stage, spit a freestyle and make them drool. Yeah, I go live, I'm the one to meet. You know that when I'm on the beats, man, I always eat. Magician on the tracks and I'm playing my cards. I teach you how to rap like this, man, it's not too hard. So that's the general structure of freestyle rap. I feel like a lot of you guys who are watching this kind of already know that. You're already on that tip. Here, let's get another verse in. Let me know if you're familiar with this, if this is where you're at skill-wise right now, if this is challenging for you to do what I just did, or if this is like, you're beyond that, you're ready, you're on level 2 now. You know what I mean? Let me know. Yo, let me know what different mode you're on freestyling so I could carry the load. I teach you how to drop this from the underground until the upper ground. Number 1 is where you be found. I'm running laps around these rappers on the track. Every time that I rhyme, I'm even sharper than a tack. Like an elevator, I could get you lifted. Kinda like a car, maybe I could get you shifted. I'll be zooming around the hills. I'm the champ, and still. Oh man, I don't even know what I'm saying sometimes. Yeah, I'm wondering in the chat, are you guys at that level? Is that kind of where you're at right now, or are you working on it? Not even close to doing that. Thank you. I'm so happy to hear. I'm so happy to hear that you're on your way up, man. Oh, 1 second. I'll be right back. Please hold. All right, I'm back. Little distraction, but we're back. All right, let's go back. So, when I freestyle rap, when I practice freestyle rapping, what I'm always trying to do is I'm trying to set like a little game for myself to be able to play, and the game should be super short. It should be a quick hit game where I can either win the game or I can lose the game. I could pass it or I could fail it. And over time, I'm hoping that a little freestyle game that I'm playing that I'm not able to do all the time. Like if you're not even close to being able to do something yet, right? You want to choose something that you're not quite able to do and practice it a little bit each day until you are able to do that. And then you can kind of stair-step your way up. The probably slowest way to freestyle rap, the way that I learned how initially and the way that most people learn how, is just putting on a beat and trying. That's the crazy, if you just put on a beat and you're like, I'm just going to try to, make up what's in my head and come up with some music, and sometimes it sounds good and sometimes it doesn't, and eventually it'll sound great. Like, that is true. Eventually you'll get better if you just put on beats and practice like that aimlessly. But the truth is that if you have a regiment, you can actually get way better, way faster, and you can put a lot less minutes into your practice too. I honestly practice like 5 to 10 minutes a day. I don't even practice every day. So you can get totally confident on the microphone without hours and hours of practice. Let me take you guys back to the beginning. In the beginning of my practice, I'm always going to do a few minutes of warm-ups. And to do those warm-ups, I like to go to the random word generator. So here, the Rhyme Game has a generator in it. So I'll go to the random word generator, click generator. And I'm going to generate just one word at a time. We're going to go back. So right now, I'm going to start my daily practice routine, just generating a random word, and I'm just going to come up with a rhyme for it. So glide, slide, case, vase, carry, hairy, peach, reach, bath, wrath, down, brown. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm practicing one-syllable rhymes only, which I always recommend to beginners. Just practice one-syllable rhymes. Every word ends with one syllable, right? Even the word demonstration ends with the syllable shin. So you can rhyme the word win with demonstration. So start with your one syllables. And I just practice this for I'll do this for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe. Slid, kid, wear, tear. And so, like I said earlier, when I'm practicing and I'm trying to get better as fast as possible, I want to get nasty at freestyle rap as fast as possible. How I'm going to go about that is I'm going to try to challenge myself in a way that I can level up. So here's the next way that I can level up is I can go auto hide words every 5 seconds. Let's go back to the rhymes now. Check it out. So now it's going to be that same thing I was just doing, but a little bit harder. Tooth. What rhymes with tooth? Booth. I got a rhyme there, but now the rhyme flips over. So that time I got it. I'll flip it over. Bat. Bat rhymes with hat. Let's pretend I can't come up with a rhyme. So let's say I come up with took, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, what rhymes with took? What could I come up with rhyme? And then it flips. That means I failed. So what I'm doing is I'm going to keep track of my passes and my fails. And I want to keep playing a game, any game that I come up with, any little game. I'm going to keep playing it until I can get it like 8 out of 10 times. So this would be an example of a game where I can definitely get it 8 out of 10 times. Let's go for it, right? Tall ball. Sprung hung. Eat beat. Send end. Prime crime. That's 5. Free tree. Black knack. Can man. Roast toast. Shard hard. So I just got 10 in a row right there. So it's an indicator to me if I make up a little game and I can get 10 successes, then I'm like, that's way too easy. 10 out of 10 is too easy. I got to make it harder. Here's another way I could make it harder other than just adding a timer. I can go choose harder words. So those are elementary words, the easiest words of all. Let me do like 3-syllable words. So now we can really be challenged. So if I generate a 3-syllable word, can I come up with a rhyme in 5 seconds? And for me, at my level now, I'm going to be able to go like, I'm going to be strict with myself. I'm really going to try to get a good 3-syllable rhyme. If I can't, I'm just going to accept that. Vertical. Man, vertical. Got the hardest word first. Vertical. I'm out. So I failed one, right? So now I know I'm being challenged. Let's see if whoops. Let's go back. Let's see if I can get some more. Synergy. That's it. I got 2 wrong in a row, right? Flammable. Man, I haven't played this in forever. I got 3 wrong in a row, right? Let me see if I can get 1 out of 4. Inclusion, delusion. What's up, Brandon Mitchell? How you doing? Surgical. Surgical and vertical. Okay, there we go. So I've gotten 3 wrong and I've gotten 2 right. Let me see. Fixation. Let's say I can't get this one. I don't know what rhymes with fixation. So now I got 4 wrong out of like 6. That shows me it's too hard. So if I can get the golden number is 8 out of 10 on any game you invent. So you come up with a little challenge for yourself. You try to get 8 out of 10. If you can get 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, it's too easy. Move up and make it harder. If you get less than 8 out of 10, like I just got 4, I got 2 out of 6. That's pretty bad. Now I got to make it a little bit easier for myself. And that's how you know your skill level in rap. Because the thing about rap is so opinion-based. It's so subjective. It's kind of up to you if you like your music or not. So you can't really judge yourself on whether you like your music. That's a hard thing. It changes every day. Some days you like it, some days you don't. You have to judge yourself on things you can measure, like these little games that we make up. And for those people who just popped in the last couple minutes, I'm showing right now a warm-up. So we're going to do this for like about 5 minutes, and then we're going to hop into more rapping. Let me go 2-syllable words because I could easily do 1 syllables. I couldn't really do 3 syllables. I'm going to do 2 syllables. We'll see if we can get away with it. By the way, I haven't practiced in like a week. I spent the last week at the beach. So you guys are going to see me make a lot of mistakes today, which is good. I like that. I want you guys to see that. Column. Column rhymes with... Oh, man. I couldn't get that one. Chat, you guys know anything that rhymes with column? Wavy rhymes with navy. All right, I got 1 out of 2. Notion rhymes with motion. Vision, mission. That's 3 and then 1 wrong. Concept, bomb threat. On next. Solemn's good. rabbit, habit, collect, correct, respect, connect, dialect, ticket, picket, TV, easy, sleazy, close enough. So I got like, it was kind of about 8 out of 10. So that's about my zone right now. I'm going to align myself, rabbit in a hat, I like that. I'm going to align myself with these challenges that I can get almost 8 out of 10. And what I want to do, remember, I get 8 out of 10, I move up, I go a little harder. All sorts of ways you can make it a little easier or a little harder. The best ways you can make it, you can give yourself more time to think, or you can give yourself less time to think, right? You could also do more words. If you do this enough, you'll be amazed at how fast your brain gets. It's crazy, actually. So let me go. I'm going to raise the time to 7 seconds, and I'm going to generate 2 words. So now I have to come up with, my game is, I'm going to have to come up with a rhyme for 2 words. So I generate, believe, achieve, money, funny. Got that one. Let's go next. Vandal, scandal, mixtape, fixate, season, reason, gadget, habit, hat trick. So now I'm getting that. Here's another way to make it harder. Try to come up with 2 rhymes instead of just 1 rhyme for each word. So let's go gnarly, RV, hardly, daddy, catty, batty, ratty, sharpen, harden, darken, client, violent, silent. So now I can come up with multiple rhymes. So there's all sorts of ways, all sorts of variations of ways that you can challenge yourself to see if you can or cannot do something. That's the big thing. The question you're asking yourself is, can I or can I not achieve this? Because you'll see in a few minutes, we're going to go back to the rhyme game. And the trick with the rhyme game is there actually comes a point, like a cliff, where you realize, oh, wait a minute. Once I can do this thing, I can rap forever. And that's the thing we're trying to unlock, is once I can do this one challenge, I'll show you guys it in a minute, I can rap forever about anything I want, whatever. And you can get there pretty quick if you do the right moves. So this is how I warm up. I spend like 5 minutes a day doing it. Another warm up, by the way, on the flip side is, rather than coming up with rhymes for your words, which obviously you should be doing rhymes because rhymes is going to make you, a better rapper to have a bunch of rhymes under your belt. But instead of rhymes, you could also do setup phrases. So the opposite end of rapping. After we say a word, we make a rhyme with it after. But before we say a word, we say a sentence to set that word up, right? So let's flip a word in TV. So I could say, like, I spend all day watching TV. So now I'm practicing my setups. Select. I'm the #1 rapper that people want to select. I don't know. Needle. If I was in a haystack, I would be the needle. Killing. Oh man, I'm a murderer on the track. I'm always killing. I don't know. Mistake. Sometimes I mess up and I make a mistake, right? So this is a huge, huge underrated skill. This ability to set up your rhyming words, like, nobody practices it. It's crazy. It's such an important skill. It will, if you don't practice this right now, and then you do this 5 minutes a day, you will become so much better at rapping. It's crazy. And check this out. If I go to the settings, I can actually generate a rhyme. So I'm going to show 1 rhyme per word. Actually, I'm going to show 3 rhymes per word just to make it fun. So if I generate a word, it'll show me a word and 3 rhymes. Heaven plus reckon, weapon, 7. So now, not only am I going to remember these rhymes, because if I play this 5 minutes every single day, I'm going to start memorizing these rhymes, just like how you memorize your way to work, you memorize recipes, you memorize certain things in life. If you keep playing these where you provide the rhymes for yourself, it'll actually make you better at rhyming just because you'll see them a lot and you'll memorize rhymes. But I'm also going to practice on my setups. So I could say, let's say heaven. I rap angelic like I'm from heaven. And then reckon. I'm the best rapper around, I reckon. Weapon. I'll blow up on the track like a weapon. 7. I cut a hater's head off like 7. I'm in a murderous mood tonight. So flip them again, right? I'm making it to the top from the bottom. Every time I rhyme, you know that it's awesome. I'm a Greek god. Put me in a room with columns, and then I'll sprout like a flower the way that I blossom. that's starting to sound like a rap. Like that's really starting to sound like I'm rapping. But practice this. So again, we're practicing our rhyming ability and we're doing all these little challenges. And we're practicing our setup ability on the other side. We're doing all these challenges. And we can use this timer and these numbers here to challenge ourselves. And then we're going to play little games where we try 10 in a row. And if we get 8 out of 10, we know we're doing good and we get harder. And if we do less than 8 out of 10, we keep working or we do something easier until we level up to get there. So there's my warm-ups. That's what I do to warm up. It just gets my brain thinking rhymes. It gets my brain thinking setup words. Now I go into rapping. And you guys would be amazed if you spend like 2 to 3 minutes a day. Honestly, you don't have to spend a half hour doing these things. Just a couple minutes kind of connects your brain together in the right way. It gets the brain's neuron highways working to the point where rapping afterwards is actually much easier because your brain is like, oh, I know a rhyme. Oh, yeah, I know a setup word. Oh, yeah, I'm in that mode. I'm thinking that way automatically. So let's get a beat going, man. I'm going to play Mellow is my favorite beat. I don't know about you guys. Anybody who plays the rhyme game, do you guys have a favorite beat yet? Right now, I like this beat Mellow a lot. I'm going to go do the AABB rhyme pattern on fully filled mode to start. I'm going to do 2-syllable words. Why not? Because on fully filled mode, you can go kind of crazy with it. And here's what I do. I do 16 bars. The reason I do 16 bars is because 16 bars takes like 45 seconds. So I like to rap a whole song. Of course, I like to spit an entire song. But just to start, when I'm learning, I'm going to challenge myself with 16s. Just because I want to challenge myself with bite-sized challenge games. So now I'm going to go to fully filled mode. And if you are a beginner freestyle rapper, this is the mode that you need to be practicing 5 minutes a day. You can do it only like 5 days a week. 5 minutes a day is totally enough. You will get better because every day that you practice, your brain is going to be connecting those wires and getting more efficient and faster at it. So you want to practice until you can come up with a good setup phrase for each word for the entire 16 bars. So I'll show you how that looks. And that's my challenge right now, right? Yo, y'all know that I flow like a river, even sharper under your skin like a sliver. I'm automatic off the top like a weapon, cut a haters off just like 7. Cut a haters off, haters head off. I already made a mistake. Anyway, I've been sweeter than chocolate. I'm shining on the tracks like a treasure, blowing people away by every measure. My brain's AI, I'm something like a chatbot. Hit a hater with a rap, even faster slap shot. Yeah, I plug into every detail, and even if he fails, you know that I prevail. I ate cause I'm eating. I ain't even writing or reading. I go off at the top and I don't use filler. I'm practicing all of my pillars. So that's what I'm looking for there. And I did make a mistake actually in the middle. I made a mistake. I said something wrong and then I kind of got all flubbed up afterwards. So I would actually consider that a fail because I made a mistake. And when I'm performing freestyles, like when I'm jamming on the Cypher Circle and I got like guests on and we're going live, I'm just having fun, man. I don't care if I make a mistake. Like we're goofing off. But when I'm practicing my brain, I'm putting it in a different mode. I'm going to be super strict when I'm practicing. Like that was a fail. And so I'm going to do these 16s and I'm going to try to either get 4 out of 5 or 8 out of 10 of these 16s. And again, if I can't get 8 out of 10, it's too hard and I got to make it a little easier. And if I can get 10 out of 10, it's too easy. I got to make it harder. So I'm going to go back and try that again because I failed, but I think I can get it. So let me give it a shot. I'm going to go back with the same settings, but with some new words. Actually, no. Let me show you guys the easier way to get started. I'm going to go back and play it with the same words. So I'll click the bottom option that says same words, and I can actually play literally the same game twice. And this time I'm going to get it right? Yo, you know I flow like a river. I'm under your skin like a sliver. My rhymes automatic like weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at my job, something like an office, spitting these rhymes even sweeter than chocolates. And I've been shining even brighter than a treasure. I blow the rap game away by any measure. I'm automatic through the brain like a chatbot. I hit these rhymes even faster than a slap shot. And the people perking up to the details, you know that the Freestyle Forum will prevail. Yeah, I'm having fun just eating off the top the brain, no writing or reading. Matter of fact, not a word of filler. I've been practicing on all my pillars. So that came out a lot better. And part of that, obviously, was that I did it twice with the same words. So I had like a lot of those bars kind of just remembered from the last time I did it. But if you're a beginner and you think that what you're watching me do right now is like challenging, then do that. Play the same game with the same words. That's your challenge. Can you do the same game with the same exact words 4 out of 5 times or 8 out of 10 times? If you can do that, then you can go and generate other words. But what that's going to do is not only is it getting your brain used to the motions of freestyle rapping, but it's also, of course, memorizing lots of good lines, lots of good rhymes. I mean, part of playing the rhyme game every day or even just 5 minutes every few days is that you just get in the habit where you just remember a bunch of lines that you like and a bunch of rhymes that you like. You just end up collecting a bunch of memory, which is what you really benefit from when you freestyle rap for a long time, is you benefit from this library of memory of all good bars and stuff that you can pull out whenever you want to use them again. So I get that one good. I'm going to go same settings, new words, and we'll see if I can do it off the top. So here we go. Yo, I'm crazy on the track, so they calling me cuckoo. I'll teach you how to rap, I'll be the guru. Hey, I love spitting raps, ain't quiet. Nah, I'm the king in the game, but no tyrant. And I'm hoping I can make some money by hitting all these rhymes and the sound so chunky. And maybe I could teach you how to rap longer, learn how to rhyme, I could be your sponsor. Plug in, learn how to dictate. Pay attention, just try to fixate. I'm not too fancy, not too gallant, but the king wouldn't be around if I was absent. Yeah, I'm always throwing these heaters, flowing so much I'm flowing by the leader. I'm a little bit weird and wacky, ain't tacky, but sometimes on rhymes I'm flashy. So that went pretty good too, right? So I hope this is making sense to you guys. I'm wondering in the chat, like, do you guys think this will be helpful? Am I making sense right now? Let me know if this is making sense as a way to progress and get better at freestyle rapping over time. So check it out. I told you guys, I promised that I was going to show you the skill at what time you instantly unlock the ability to rap off the top of your brain forever. This is when you do it. I'm going to go to game mode and I'm going to play setup punchline. I hope you guys probably have heard of setup punchline before. Harry Mack does setup punchline mode. Like a lot of freestyle rappers these days use setup punchline as kind of their default mode. What that's going to do is it's going to take away the first rhyming word in each rhyming couplet. So now I have to do both of my rap activities each couplet. I have to come up with a rhyme and I have to fill in the rhetoric in between. Now this is super hard. Obviously, if you're a beginner, you're going to be like, like no chance. When I first started at this, like I had no chance to nail this. But by stair-stepping your way up there, you can get there for sure. So let me get a different beat here. Let's go Oh, I want wait. I want to play low funk. I love this beat. Oh yeah, this beat's fire. All right, so we're going low funk. We're gonna go rhyme pattern again. AAA. Setup punchline. I'm gonna do let me do the rapper's toolkit for my word list. Again, 16 bars. The reason we're doing 16 is because I'm just challenging myself. Little quick games to see how good I am. Let's see if I can do it. I don't know. Yo. Yo, champion in the game, I'm here to win. I do this thing with a smile, you can see the way I grin. So give me the crown, cause I'm LeBron, I'm the king. Every time I got the ball, it's a dunk I'ma bring. You already know what Big Al is talking about. Let me know if you are learning, go ahead and scream and shout. I am getting in the game, ready and willing to murder tracks. Homie, I'm about to make me a killing. I am the #1 dude, and I'm ready to rumble. I'm up inside the octagon, and you wanna tussle? You already know that I kick a rhyme without a prayer. I just go off the top of the brain, killing tracks, I'm a slayer. Hey, I go off top of the beam. I don't wanna be angry or mean. I'm just saying I'm the man, I'm just saying I floss. I land on heads every time I make a coin toss. There we go. So probably what I just did would seem to a lot of beginners like absolutely no shot you're gonna do that right now. And I totally agree. There is no way, if you're a total beginner, that you can just instantly do that. But what I can say for certain is you probably understand consciously what I just did. You probably get it. You just can't do it physically, right? So that's actually a huge advantage, is having the rhyme game and you can see it and you can totally understand what's going on. All you need to do is, like, if you had more time, or if you had more attempts, or if you could pause time, or if you could move faster, you'd be able to do it. And that's exactly what all these practice routines are doing. When we're playing that little timer game with the random words, or when we're doing the rhyme game with all the words filled in, we're just practicing with our brain to get faster and more reliable at getting these little tricks right. Because once you're able to juggle the rhyming and the building of sentences, which I call rhetoric, and the rhythm, which is what the rhyme game's kind of visually assisting you with, then you've got all the tools needed to go ahead and do a full freestyle rap without the rhyme game. So once you're able to do set up punchline and off the cliff, like you're seeing right here, then you're basically able to just go join any cipher, whatever. You have the ability to totally go off the top. So that's kind of the big checkpoint that you're looking for. And then it's the sky's the limit from there, right? Yo, I'm big in the game, word to your mama. I'm about to kill the track, would that give you trauma? Y'all already know that I'm the champ and I cannot be defeated. I'm spitting this so hot that I got haters heated. You could be easier about it too on the thing. I shine bright as bling, I could be simple. Yo, could I spit a rap that's good? I cut like incision. I make my decisions. Here to perform, cause a brainstorm. I'm thinking, I'm pining, I'm going crazy, it's like The Shining. I spit these facts, and I can't relax. So you don't have to go nuts and crazy and wild on the beat. You could keep it pretty simple and still be rapping, right? So let me show you, if you're in this position where you're trying to be able to do the fully filled mode, I'm going to put it back on, I'll do Rapper's Toolkit actually, because Rapper's Toolkit is a great word list if you're a beginner to get a bunch of words that are really going to be useful for you as you become a rapper. So let me try 16 bars, and what I want to do here, if I'm a total beginner, and I'm like, it takes me a long time to do those flashcards and come up with rhymes and words, I'm not able to do it live with the beat. I'm going to start by doing, this is the funniest thing, but I call it nonsense. I want to start by saying nonsense. You can make sounds, you can say random words that don't matter at all, but the goal here is I'm just learning how to literally say anything and also say these rhymes as the game gives them to me. So I might say, I'm going to say nonsense again. Yo, cars and trains, Liddy. My name's Al, pretty, boom, bap, bang, bomb, tussle. Zippity zap, boop boop boop, puzzle. Whoa, 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 effects. Bop, bo, get ba da, bop, bop, text. Saying nonsense, spitting, blah, kicking. I don't know what I'm even saying. Plug. But it kind of sounds like I'm rapping. Thug. Even if I say totally random stuff, thing, it still comes out sounding pretty good. Bling. Because the rhythm is going in the background, smile, and I'm saying it rhymes. Viral. So somehow it still works. Gain. Blah. Flame. That's step one. If you are on step one, if you're unable to rap, do that. Nonsense, just say nonsense on the beat. Just say noises, say whatever, and just learn how to be saying something, and then you're saying a rhyme, and the game's giving you the rhymes, and the game's giving you the timing, so you don't have to do too much thinking. Just make some noises, and then say the rhyme, make some noises, say the rhyme, and challenge yourself and ask yourself this question. Can I do that 4 out of 5 verses without making a mistake? The nonsense one should be easy because the only thing you have to land is the rhymes, and you can be like just saying the randomest stuff because it's nonsense. Who cares? Whatever, right? So once you can do that, this should be a confidence booster. If you learn how to do the nonsense game, then you can do it 4 out of 5 times. And once you know you can do it 4 out of 5 times, then you can go, okay, now I can say with certainty, I am capable of doing the nonsense rhyme game. This should be a confidence booster because it takes you to the next checkpoint, which is where we try to make just a little bit of sense late in the bar. So this is what I mean when I say a little bit of sense late in the bar. I'm not going to say anything at the beginning. I'm resting. And I'm flexing. And I shined. I'm in a bind. That guy's a liar. And he's higher. He didn't eat, but he ate my beat. Don't know where I'm going. Not even knowing. So you can see now, I'm gonna pause it and go back for a second. So you can see what I'm doing there is I'm kind of graduating from nonsense, but I'm not really like saying a super cool rap or anything like that. But what I am doing is I'm making sense. So if every word comes up, look at the preview right now. It says rhyme, prime, game, flame. If I say, I'm gonna rhyme, I'm in my prime, I play a game, I do flames. That's pretty whack. It's pretty lame bars, and I kind of repeat myself. I'm just saying I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, right? But what I am doing, and I can say this with certainty again, is I am making sense, and I'm spitting rhymes, and they're landing in the right timing to be a rap. So this is a next checkpoint. Originally, remember, 5 seconds ago, we were just talking about I'm able to say nonsense over the rhyme game. Well, now we just went up another level where it's like I'm able to make sense over the rhyme game. And what you're going to find is if you get to this point, which it only takes a couple days to get to this point, if you get to the point where you play the rhyme game like 5 minutes a day and you're able to make sense, your brain really starts kind of like activating and making a lot more sense. Like there comes a point, I can't really describe it until you feel it, but your brain just kind of goes like, oh, I get it now. Now I know how to make sentences. And you like burst into the next checkpoint. The next checkpoint is where I'm trying to not only make sense of my words so that the words and the sentences make sense, but I'm trying to make sense in a way that is relevant or is related to the word. So when I say I rhyme, I'm in my prime, I play a game, I spit a flame, I could kind of say that about anything. I could just say, I'm on the computer. I'm in the booth. I'm on camera. I'm on stream. I could just say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. So it's not really related to the keyword. I'm just saying I'm whatever. Now I'm going to try to make sentences that actually relate and need to line up with that keyword. So, oops, closed it, open it back. So if I say, every day I love spitting a rhyme, that's pretty good. I could say like, call me Logan Paul because I'm in my prime. That's really good because that's really related. Logan Paul owns that drink prime, right? So it wouldn't make sense if I said, call me Logan Paul because I'm playing a game. Like Logan Paul doesn't play a game. Like he's not like a game guy. But it does make sense if I say, call me Logan Paul because I'm in my prime. And if you don't know about Logan Paul and prime, then that's totally random and makes no sense to you. But trust me, it makes sense. If I say, I'm playing my app, it's a rapping game, that makes so much sense, right? I can't say I'm playing my app, it's a rapping rhyme. I'm playing my app, it's a rapping flame. None of that would make sense. But it only makes sense if I say I'm playing my app, it's a game. So that's the next level. First, we did the rhyme game where we make nonsense. Next, we kind of make sense. We're trying to see if we can do 8 out of 10 verses where our sentences make sense, even if they're repetitive or simple or silly. Now I'm trying to make real related, I call it self-referential rhetoric. Self-referential meaning it references the rhyme at the end of its very own bar. So let's see if we can do that now. We're going to take it up that level. Let's see if we can land it. Yo, I rap now and I'll be rapping later. I'm really mad because I got lots of haters. Yeah, I'm like a magician doing a trick. I'm Adam Sandler and I'm making it click. I'm here to perform, I'm far from the norm. My brain causes up a whole storm. I'm acting silly, but I'm not a fool. I'm breaking all of the rapping rules. I wanna rhyme cause I've got the urge. I'm haunting this game like a curse. They hate on me, but I steady shrug. I'm chilling like a drink in a mug. I'm kinda like a ball way that I'm rolling. I got this game by the frickin' controlling. Oh no, I made a mistake. Anyway, I'll slip, I'll sip, I'll try to not make another clip. Oh. So as you can see, I just kind of made a mistake at the end of that verse. So I'm going to consider that to be like a fail for that game. And now I'm going to go back and play it again and again and see if I can get it right most of the time. Let's go back and show you guys kind of like the farther reaches of where you can get with this. I might even be way over my head on this one. I might totally mess up. I'm going to go set up punchline, A, double time. We're going to go nuts. So you can see that the better you get, there's no point where you kind of like are too good to be practicing this way. No matter how hard you get, you can always get to like the next crazy wild level of skill. So let me go. Yeah, I'm going to go low funk. Let's play A, double time. Rapper's Toolkit. You could do this with like 3-syllable words. You could make it nuts, dude. Do it with a fast beat. I'm going to go 16 bars again. Let's drop in. I don't know. Let's see how we do. Yeah. My rhyme scheme's deadly. You know that I'm ready. Man, this shit's heavy and they look at me with envy. Y'all know that I rap and this shit's no cap. Every time that I spit the facts, man, it goes off like snap. Yeah, I'm a long ranger. Welcome to all the strangers coming through the manger to see me rhyming in danger. Y'all know that I deleted all the haters when I eat it. On the beats when I beat it, man, I'm getting so heated. Yeah, I'm so far from resting. I'm wrestling with thoughts and that's okay, cause I'm the best thing. To show up, spit these facts and these raps over these tracks, and I'm trying to relax. And I'm about to slip, I got a tip. Oh my gosh, if I clip again, I'ma flip. Y'all already know it's shameless. This is the same shit coming through, spitting aimless. You know that I'm blameless. Hey. So, where I would put myself skill-wise in terms of double time A, with this Rapper's Toolkit word list, I would put myself at the level where like I was at like half nonsense, half making sense. Half of those bars were like nonsense. So I might be able to challenge myself there. But I think what you guys will be amazed at is how much more comfortable you get at the next level when you play a game for like 5 minutes a day for like 5 days. It really doesn't take long. And it really is not, it never has to be, when you're freestyle rapping, it never has to be that you are over your head and you feel like, I don't know what to say, I don't even know where to start. Those feelings are very normal if you feel that way. But what you should always be doing is giving yourself the grace of playing a practice game that you can do. One that you can do at least half of the time successfully, and then you can just ladder your way up. And eventually you'll get to that point where you can do off the cliff and set up punchline mode. And once you're there, you're ready to come over to the Freestyle Forum and hop in the cypher and rap with me and everybody else. I'm going to go, I'm going to show you now for like the last 10 minutes or so. And I think I'm also going to use Berate's violin beat from the Discord. I'm going to show you guys what happens with the brain when you practice this way. So I'm going to go back. I'm just on a random word generator. We're going to play low funk again. So I just practiced in the beginning of this stream. I practiced my rhymes a little bit, just a little. And then I practiced my rhetoric, my setup sentences. And then I went and I played the rhyme game and I practiced doing nonsense rhetoric. And then I leveled up to doing kind of making sense rhetoric, and then I leveled up to making a lot of sense, and then I sped the game up and tried to add more rhymes, and I kind of did it. So I slowly went up the difficulty ladder throughout my practice today. And what you're doing is every day you're going up the difficulty ladder a little bit, and then tomorrow you're going to go up and you might get a little bit higher up. And then the next day you'll go a little bit higher up. And then you'll find that 20 days later, you're like way up higher on the difficulty ladder and you're way faster and you're way better. And not only that, but the little bit of time that I spent warming up and practicing today has gotten my brain in the mode. It's connected my brain to be thinking about rhymes. So like my rhyme neurons are connecting right now. And it got me thinking about the rhythm. It got me locked into the rhythm. The way the bouncing ball was going kind of got me familiar with that. And it got me used to setting up sentences. So now it's almost like I shot myself with a little bit of freestyle rap steroids because I'm locked in that mode. So I'm much closer to the flow state than I would have been if I just randomly started rapping with no warm-up. So check it out. We're going to get into some rap. Let me generate a word. Stalin. So now I'm feeling good. I'm warmed up. That was a long warm-up, by the way. I usually practice 5 to 10 minutes a day. We just practiced for like 45 minutes. You do not need to practice for 45 minutes a day. You can if you want. You can if you want. I feel like a crazy guy, but you can do 5 minutes a day. Yo, every time that I'm on the rhymes, I'm ballin'. These other rappers trying hard, but they steadily stallin'. They can't keep up, man, they totally stopped. But me, I'm not gonna stop till I make it to the top. Yeah, you already know that I'm the one chosen. I'm practicing the rhyme game, these other rappers are frozen. Yeah, man, I'm real, you all. I'm about to show up in the game, but these other dudes stall. I'm doing it a flyway, rapping my way. Other rappers stall in the side of the highway. They ain't even moving, I'm headed to the stars. They stuck on the side of the highway in their car, listening to the beats coming through on their speakers. Man, the subwoofer's broken, so we bumping the tweeters. Yeah, y'all know what that's like if you like music. So if you like to rap like me, then frickin' lose it. I generate another word, it's absurd. Spit a crazy-ass rhyme like you never had heard. Every time I practice the rhyme game, I feel great. I hope that you do it the same and don't hate, cause when it comes to this game, I can't get enough. Matter of fact, come through sometime and spread some love. Yeah, join the cypher in the forum. Y'all know that we be singing it together like a chorum. Everybody come together, that's so clever. No hate, man, love is the thing that we treasure. I could rap about the word like forever. I could blow the game away by every measure. Yeah, I generate another word, another verse, unrehearsed, off the top, kick a rhyme. Yeah, you know that we ripping it all up sometime. Off the top with all of these lines. I'm in the game and I'm ready to kill. I'm going off at the top and it feels like a thrill. You already know that now that I played the game so long, I can spit for the whole dang song. So you can see that it's automatic. So that's why I practice, I gotta have it. It's gotta be right on the tip of my brain. So if you wanna spit flames, go and play the rhyme game. Yeah, it's really thrilling. In the rap game, I make a killing. Actually, I don't, man. The joke is funny. I'm doing this thing for free. I'm hardly making any money. So this is what I'm doing every day. And you guys just saw like a 50-minute long version of this. But really, it takes me 1/10 of that time on a normal day. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not joking. I typically practice 5 to 10 minutes. And those 5 to 10 minutes just include 2 or 3 challenges, a couple random word challenges, a couple rhyme game challenges, where I just try to see how good can I do, how high can I go skill-wise, can I go a little higher than yesterday. That's it. And I do that enough days, and then before I know it, I look back and go, wow, I can totally freestyle rap. And now I can actually even graduate beyond the rhyme game, of course, and I can graduate to rapping over beats without the rhyme game, just totally unassisted, which is obviously the goal, right? Let me see if I can get this beat. Let me see if I can get this beat that was just shared in the Discord. Is it under share beats? Violin ah. All right, dude, is this Beret? This must be the fast violin beat he was talking about in the chat. Yo, I'm about to close down the rhyme game. Locked into the rhythms, now I'm spitting all of my flames. Yeah, y'all know that I've I've been kicking all the raps. I've been practicing every day, so now I'm spitting for the chat. I'm trying to teach y'all how to go crazy when you spit in the rhymes. So I wanted to show you how I could do this thing live. Cause when it comes to ill freestyle rap creators, got a few around, but we've got a whole lot of fakers. Yeah, I see some people never end. They go off top of the brain on their lives, but man, they just pretend. Y'all know that there are real spitters out there who are mad deadly. Me and Johnny Jazz and Fungi Flows and Darwin Raps and Genji, y'all gotta come through when we spit into rhymes all of the time. Y'all already know that I played the rhyme game, so I'm locked in with my mind. Yeah, I'm famous like Anne Hathaway. I play the rhyme game so much that I'm collected mental pathaways. So, see me blow up like Jimmy Neutron. Every single week I'm spitting new songs. Yeah, man, I'm a nuisance. These other rappers ain't even been in the news since a long, long time ago, cause this stuff is underground. But y'all know when I'm causing a brainstorm, I'm bringing the thunder sound. So, word to berate, cause this rhyme scheme is great. And I really like this violin beat that you did create. Yeah, shout out to everybody, man, word. Thanks to you guys coming through and seeing me on the Discord. And thanks to you guys coming through and hopping in the chat, so I could teach some people around the world how to spit freestyle raps. Cause spitting freestyles and teaching's what I'm doing. I think that we're at the beginning of a freestyle rap revolution. I think people around the world are about to learn how to spit. I really do believe in this, so I will not quit. I think everywhere that I go, I meet some people who flow. Back when I was in a small town, I used to get it litty, and now I'm still spitting freestyle raps with friends in Boston City. So, if I come to your city, if I come to your country or town, maybe we could get it bumping, maybe we could really throw it down. Is there a web OS rhyme game? Man, I'm sorry, not yet, that shit is mad lame. Takes forever, trying to be clever. I wish that I had $1 million, I wish I had treasure. I would pay an engineer here and an engineer over there to kick a ill raps rhyme game out to you. But if you weren't aware, very small team, very big dreams, trying to change the world, teach all the boys and the girls how to do raps, how to spit rhymes unrehearsed. I swear to God, if you learn set up punchline, you could do this off of the verse. So I hope that you all learn how to go off at the top of the rhymes. You could take your turn, hop into the Discord community, and we can spit some raps together, man. It could be you and me. Yeah. I hope that this live stream offered clarity to some of you guys on how to level up your freestyle raps. As you saw in the very beginning, all we were doing was coming up with random rhymes. Still. Will still. That's crazy. Acid, massive, I don't know, passive, I don't know. We were just coming up with random rhymes in the beginning of this. That's all. If you can think of a rhyme, then you're ready to start learning. If you can think of one rhyme, if you can think of a sentence that ends with this word, then you can start learning. That's all you got to do. And then you can level up just like we did throughout this stream, all the way to the point. At the end, I did a whole freestyle rap, 3 minutes, off the top of the brain. No stress, no worries, no, what am I going to say? How am I going to jump in? None of that. The reason that I'm so confident to hop on the mic and who cares, like whatever, I'll just go 3 minutes and say whatever comes to my mind, is because I've done these kind of practice exercises so much that I know that in my head I've got rhymes. I know that in my head I've got setup lines. I can come up with setup lines on the spot. I know that I understand the rhythm of rhyme. I know I can juggle these things together. So that's all you got to do, is give yourself that certainty. Play these games until you know that you can do them. I'm going to kick another verse on the way as we kind of come to the end of the stream. And you guys feel free to... Ooh, let's do it. You guys feel free to throw any questions in the chat if you got any questions for me before I get out of here. I really want to find out also, like, what do you guys want to learn? So if you got any questions, throw them in the chat. But also, like, if you want me to do something with the rhyme game, or if you're looking for me to make a video on a certain topic or whatever, then go ahead and throw that in as well. Let's kick a rhyme. Let's kick a rhyme. Let me know how you're feeling about your freestyle rap skills. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. Let me know if you have any questions. After this song, we'll Freddie clear, steady clear. I'll be out of here. As you can tell, my mind's in a scramble, so this is my preamble to the last time that I ramble. Yeah, if you got me a question, go ahead and put it in the chat, send a message. I could give you an answer quick. Off the top, I turn people to a dancer quick. I get crazy, go ape on tracks like monkey. I make people dance around cause my rhymes are funky. Yeah, try to hold on while we kickin' flows. If you wanna do the thing, then come hang with the bros. We at the Freestyle Forum, Discord server. Every time that we spit the rhymes, for sure you're about to get locked into the flow and the scheme and the state. Homie, it's great, just don't hate. Yeah, you can see the ball bouncing and my skills are amounting. I'm just practicing staying on time, trying to lock my brain in while I'm kicking these rhymes. But sometimes I go off, that's okay, I never rap too soft. You don't have to really follow this formula forever, cause this rap game of ours is like a treasure. Art ain't got no rules, so you can feel free to act like a fool. Matter of fact, you don't even have to spit hot shit. You could go off forever spitting nonsense. Have you ever heard of this dude who spits raps so nonsensical called Riff Raff? This guy online got like 3 million followers and he don't even rhyme half the time. Man, I don't even mind. That's the art form of yours and mine. So if you like how to freestyle, express yourself. And don't be too mad if you make a mess yourself. And don't be too mad if you go and make a mistake, cause mistakes are what make freestyle great. Just go off at the top and free your style, free your mind, free yourself from all of the lines, all of the chains and bonds. Just go off at the top, go ahead and drop some bombs. Already know that Big Al been spitting a long, long time, and I still spit wrong rhymes. So go ahead, spit weird, get loud and get clear, and log in from wherever you're home and hop up in the Discord on your microphone. How did Supernat learn to rap? Man, I ain't even know the fact. All I know is that Supernat learned kind of on his own, all alone, way back at home. Supernat was from the 90s, and way back then you wouldn't find me. There was like 2 people who knew how to spit off the top, non-stop, and that's it. Supernat, that man was the shit. I don't know how he did it, but he never did quit. He blew up before Harry Mack, before Juice WRLD, and that's a fact. I don't know. Supernat just, he was the pioneer of this. I kind of think like Harry Mack's like the GOAT, but Supernat's like the originator. That's kind of, they're like the 2 biggest pioneers, I think, of what we do here. All right, bros. I hope that was helpful, man. If you guys like this, leave a comment, leave a thumb, whatever. Let me know in the Discord. I would love to do more stuff like this and get more in touch and make sure that everybody's learning how to freestyle rap together, because I truly believe after 10 years of freestyle rapping with people from all around the world, I truly believe that anyone can learn how to freestyle rap, and it does not take a huge dedication. 5 minutes a day with the rhyme game is enough for you to get as good as I got. That's all I did. So come through to the Freestyle Forum, cypher with us sometime, play the rhyme game. Let me know if you got any questions. Thank you guys so much. I will see you next time.